The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Chicago Hidden City. I'm Judy Vinesh. I'm the storyteller, and I'm going to let Spotter take us off on this wild ride tonight.
Hey, everybody. I'm Pantera, not Spotter, and I'm playing Spotter tonight. Playing Nosferatu.
Hey, everybody. I'm Mama McStabber, and I'm playing Dr. Taylor Hammond of Clan Bruja.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Levi R, and I'm playing Dr. Magnus Sanchez of Clan Gangrel.
And hi, I'm Maddox, and I'll be playing Dr. Theodore Smith, Clan Tremere.
Hi, everybody. I am the Reverend Sarkhan, and I get to play Seamus O'Cleary, also of Clan Tremere.
We're starting tonight down at the Cell Block, and it's Magnus and Taylor. I'm going to let them take it off.
Oh.
Okay, so I assume Magnus is already there. Taylor is walking in, and she goes into the room where we all meet, and she's like, "You wanted to meet with me?"
Yeah, I did.
All right. She comes in and has a seat.
So there's a thing that Misty's said a number of times that I was reminded of last Saturday. Continuous enthusiastic consent. I don't know what's going on, but you're obviously not happy about the, sparring match. So since I haven't told Ballard it was on yet, we can just cancel it.
Walk me through exactly what was discussed with Ballard about it, please.
Okay. I don't remember exactly how it came up, but there was a mention of me not wanting to get on your bad side because I didn't want to, have a fight with you. And he said something along the lines of, well, I'd pay to see that. And I was like, okay, well, a sparring match, that could be fun. I was like, and he was like, yeah, and, we need some entertainment for the council that's coming in, all the princes and everything. I said, I'll talk to Taylor and see what she says, but I guarantee you if she agrees, it's going to cost you a lot. And he said, well, what would she want? I said, probably funding for her archaeology digs. And he said, tell her I'll pay for the next 50 years. So then I messaged you about it. You said, we'll talk about it later. And I finished my conversation with him and headed over to talk to you. So since then, I have not seen Ballard. I'm supposed to meet him this week. But the past 2 weeks, apparently Theo Bell called him up and raked him over the coals over what Sovereign and his kids did.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah. And kind of let him know if that wasn't all cleaned up before Hardestat got into town, Hardestat was going to be visiting him. So Ballard has been not available to anyone while trying to make sure that it all gets
Cleaned up.
straightened out.
Yeah. I know Horatio is your protege,
Hmm.
but you do realize he's a fucking bastard, right?
He's a child of Loden, of course he is.
Yes. I'm not sure he has enough money to buy me to entertain him.
Okay, then the answer is no.
I'm going to be honest. If it was something that you had already agreed to him on, that's what I was concerned about.
I would never make an agreement for someone else.
Appreciate that, Magnus. Truly do. Understand my concern came from the fact that you were reared by Loden.
That's fair.
And I know it takes time to process out of certain conditioning.
Hmm.
I appreciate that you didn't see me as a commodity to be sold. Yeah, absolutely tell him no.
Okay, sounds good. Everything else, though, that you've discussed about the spa and everything, all that's good, right?
Oh, absolutely. I am
Okay.
happy to provide services that I agree to provide. Buying me like I'm some fucking whore to perform, that's not okay.
I can see that.
I don't want to put on a show for all those fucking Canaanites coming into the city.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's what's had me miffed.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Would I happily spar with you for like, charity or something like that? Perhaps. Because that's doing a service.
Well.
But I wouldn't do it for fucking Horatio Ballard.
Of course.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But we're good, Magnus. We're good. I was just concerned of how it went down.
Yeah. No, just to be upfront, I am never going to agree to something for someone else.
Good.
Especially not someone in the coterie, and especially not a fellow Bahari. Because, like I said, consent.
Exactly. Explicit consent.
Mm-hmm. Enthusiastic consent.
Enthusiastic consent. Yes. Not coerced.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I know the others should be joining us soon, right?
I think so. I believe they went to pick up Theodore's sire.
Oh, yeah. The drunk Irishman.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I did bring a couple bottles of whiskey from after the end, just in case.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Magnus just reaches down and brings out some very nice bottles of whiskey and just puts them on the table.
Let me go get some glasses from the bar.
Okay.
Go
You're
for it,
muted.
gentlemen. No. Go for it, gentlemen.
Would this be arriving at the cell block, or would this be just the in transit to retrieve the guest, as it were? I'm double checking with both my other co-scene members here real quick.
I thought it would be going to pick him up first, and then getting to the others.
Yeah,
And
I like the idea of you two showing up at the airport.
In a Wayne's World car.
no, probably just a simple car, honestly. Enough to carry luggage if needed. I said simple, not magnificent. But honestly, we'd probably just be waiting in a designated space, seeing when he'll step through the doors. Nothing too extravagant.
You'll see me coming because I'm holding up a poster board that says Dr. Theodore Smith on it, but the doctor is in quotations.
And Spotter will immediately, as soon as he sees that, just hear Theo mutter, "Bastard," and then get out of the passenger side door.
Wait, so are you not a real doctor?
You're just
I am
holding it
a
up.
real... Stop it.
I like him.
Over here.
Roll it up, put it in the trash can, grab my suitcase, and go over.
I go to the trash can and take it out. And I bring it back to the car with me.
Oh, look at you.
Hello, Seamus.
So clean cut of you. You like it? I wore a tie just for you.
Yeah, as I'm now in the process of not needing to wear ties all the time. Hello. And Theo will even step in and pull him into a hug.
Yeah, I'll squeeze.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you too, lad.
I hope
Look at you.
I hope travel wasn't too much of a pain in the ass.
No. I'm based out of Montreal now, so it's not too far.
Canada.
Yeah, sure.
Not where I thought you would go.
Why, you don't like maple syrup?
No,
Racist.
No, I was thinking more it's the fact that you aren't really known for enjoying the cold.
Like it bothers me.
Well, now.
You know how cold they got in Ireland back when I was a boy? You could build houses out of the breath. It came out so solid.
It's definitely Irish.
Right. Now, where are we going? I didn't wash my balls to just hang out at the airport.
Well, it's going to start firstly with me.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Seamus. It's going to start with a quick stopover at our coterie meeting spot.
All right.
It's a club.
Meeting the family? A club?
Their investment, not mine.
Hey, I'm
No,
not
I
obfuscated.
figured that. I figured that. Sure.
Speaking of coterie and spot, I'm Spotted.
Right. Like that's the name that you chose.
Yeah.
Willingly.
Uh-huh.
And you have glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, Bucko.
Well,
I mean, I never wanted to say anything to you, Spotter, but
we could do the Plan B Chicago meeting, but it's up to you.
I'll extend my hand out to Spartan.
Mm-hmm. I shake it too.
I assume that you're the bad influence that's removed the tie from this man's asshole.
Mm-hmm. Guilty.
Good. Keep working on him.
It's been a long half a year.
You're telling me.
laying it on a bit thick this time around, are we, Seamus?
Oh. Are you upset, boy?
No.
Should we hold each other properly like good Tremere then? You're beneath me on the totem pole, so you know I have to get up on your shoulders.
As
That's
Theo,
the position of all child there.
As Theo hauls Seamus's luggage into the trunk.
There you go. See, you just got to prod him, Spotter.
It's not too hard.
No.
I'm not cattle, and Theo will open the door for Seamus. Spotter, do you want me to drive, or do you still want to be behind the wheel?
Oh, I can't drive.
I mean, you probably can. It'd just be weird for people to see a car driving itself.
Do you just hang out invisibly everywhere you go?
No.
Okay, good.
No. This is an improvement. I'm not ashamed.
All right. Yeah, I know. Because I know there's always 3 of you in a room at any given time.
Mm-hmm.
In this city, it's more like 5. It's really obnoxious.
There's a few following me around right now.
Like cockroaches, your clan is.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
especially now. We've got a problem running around the city. 3 problems.
You have a problem?
It was
All
part
right.
of some of the things I shared with you. Not something to be discussed here.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
right.
The city was like, I'm bored. And the Niktuka were like, let's have 3 of us show up.
Hold on.
Oh, it's been confirmed 3 of them now.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find out that the city was bored? First off, let's start there.
I ask.
Like you just go and put your head down a manhole and yell out your question.
No. Manhole,
all right.
damn. No,
I don't know. I don't know what you were up to.
I just talked to her.
Like out loud, like if you're a crazy person.
No. I can, but I don't.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and pull out a flask and just take a swig. Yeah, I'm gonna need more of this than if I'm gonna be hanging out with you.
Okay. Spotter's gonna ask the city what she thinks of this new arrival.
As Theo is pulling the car out and heading away from the airport now.
As you ask your question to the city has not stopped laughing since Seamus has put his feet onto the ground and has started to talk.
Okay,
And
I hang up on the city.
Oh, no, you cannot hang up on the city. Because the city is echoing between yours and Theo's ears with this gentle form of giggling laughter.
Well,
wait, Theo got clicked in?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to your clan thing that you decided to cash in
that you
on.
hijack all our fucking clan shit.
Yeah, but I thought it had to be with intent. I didn't know it could just happen.
Oh, the city's telling you how much they enjoy this.
Yeah. There is also like no thought of concern for our safety. I'm just gonna reach over the seat between the front and the back and just hand Theo the flask. Here, have some of that. It'll put hair on your balls.
There's already. Never mind.
Did you get a Samitsu to do that for you?
No, Seamus.
All right, drink up.
He has one you could ask.
Should I offer your friend the flask first? And I just offered to shake it to Spotter.
Spotter takes
it sounds like it's half full.
Oh, yeah. Spotter will take a swig.
Yeah, it tastes of whiskey, but it also has a faint taste of vitae
to make it drinkable.
Correct. And don't worry, I know that since our curse, no one can be bonded, but I wouldn't do that to you. You're too handsome for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I respect you.
But
you, on the other hand, I pointed back to Theo. You are wood bound. If I could drink up, you fucking.
Theo's gonna wait until he's not directly in front of any traffic cams before taking a sip.
But Seamus, we have a treat for you. We'll introduce it to you later.
Oh, it's a person.
No.
Oh.
Place, actually.
A place. He shakes the can. He shakes the flask. No vitae needed.
Do you talk to this place too? Does it answer your questions?
No, it's populated by Bay?
The fair folk. I love me a good fair folk here and then.
Yeah, they got a restaurant.
Yeah. Don't go to their circuses. They'll never come back alive.
Everything involving them is a circus.
Oh yeah, you're fair there in that assessment.
Nice.
Pleasant enough, so long as you're not making deals with them.
Are we going to a funeral? Why are we driving so slow?
Yeah.
Oh. It's the speed limit, Seamus.
Jesus.
Holy shit. We got to work on that steel rod. Seems like it's working its way back in.
Fuck.
If you don't get caught, you're not breaking the law.
Right. Thank you. Jesus.
Invite my sire, I said. It would be good for the city, I said.
Oh, the city is endlessly amused by our new friend.
You asked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear you asking.
You didn't need to. I don't talk out loud like a crazy person.
Oh, good. Good. You can have another swig then.
Thank you.
We're not that far of a drive from the cell block from the airport, are we? I wouldn't think it would be crazy long.
Well, we have to go to the one that's farther west, right? Because, well,
Because the
Second Inquisition.
main one's kind of hunterified. Yeah.
hmm But that's
It
okay.
only-
Time could just go by,
Yeah,
and you're
absolutely.
there.
Yeah. It takes you no more than about 20 minutes because I'm just going to say it is because fuck it.
Fair enough. Good light traffic tonight.
Absolutely.
And Theo will hold the door open to the cell block for both Spotter and Seamus to go through.
Oh, what a gentleman.
Look at him. I gave him a pat on the cheek as I walked in.
Yeah, same. I'll
Oh.
pat the other cheek.
Oh, that's
Wow.
right. What a good boy.
What a good boy he is.
Theo will shut the door behind himself and mutter, "Why couldn't I have been embraced gangrel so I could have tried to bite your fucking fingers?"
Oh my god!
Wow. He's right there.
Look at that. Sass on this boy.
Oh, hi, Magnus. Hi, Taylor. Sorry. I guess
I mean, you don't have to be gangrel to do that. You can just bite their fingers.
I know, but it feels like
I mean, a
wouldn't be
Toreador
engaged.
did it.
Hmm.
Oh, well, that means even less reason to do it because already the hack. If the hacks have already attempted it, it means that it's run its course.
Did a Toreador bite your fingers, Theo?
Oh,
no, a
no.
Toreador bit Beckett's fingers.
Oh, well, he probably had it coming.
And another one bit an ear.
Like
Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
That
So
one
really-
definitely had it coming.
So really what we're learning is the Toreador in this domain are just a bit nippy.
By the way, Taylor Hammond.
Seamus
to meet you.
O'Cleary, and I'll come and just give a nice curt bow.
She hid one of the parts of it. It's Dr. Taylor Hammond.
Oh, are you a real doctor or a fake doctor like Theo?
I hold
I'm
up the
not a
sign
fake
behind him.
doctor. I'm a doctor
up.
of archaeology and anthropology.
This spotter is behind him
Oh.
holding up the sign.
That's a real doctor.
Yes.
and this is Dr. Magnus Sanchez.
You're hanging
Dr.
out with real
Magnus Sanchez.
doctors.
Mhm.
I am a real doctor, Seamus.
He learns something new every day.
Wow.
And you will see that glasses are on the table there in the room, and there's a couple bottles of really nice whiskey on the table.
Oh, it's as if Magnus could read my mind.
I'd love to test out my concoction versus yours. Sure.
Ooh, what do you have?
Okay.
Show my flask.
Mhm.
It has a nice engraved Celtic cross on it because I don't fear God. But it always sounds like it's half full.
Mm.
No matter how much I pour out, it always sounds half full.
Do
And
you
it's
mind?
A red tinted whiskey. No, please go ahead.
And she's not going to actually partake. She'll just crack it open and take a whiff.
I was going to give it as a gift to Dr. Theo Smith.
Yeah. Okay. And she hands it back.
Oh.
And she will actually crack open one of the whiskey bottles and pour whiskey into the glasses.
I'll do the same thing. I'll smell that and take in a whiff of it.
To warn you, though, this works.
Are you saying that
You do
mine
not
doesn't?
smell any vitae in it. It smells like good whiskey.
Mhm.
We're talking whiskey that's been made 1600s.
All right. Well, I'm sure it'll taste good, just as good coming up that it will going down. I'll take a big old swig.
Won't come up.
Theo will also hold up the shot and look him in the eyes and say, "Sláinte."
And Taylor will take hers. And she'll say, and that's the thing about this Fey whiskey, it doesn't come back up.
Oh, bless him.
I know. Matter of fact, you can get anything you want to eat or drink, and it doesn't come up. And you can taste it.
I like the sound of that. See,
Fascinating.
that's what I washed my balls for.
I certainly hope you did.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do the other two get the echoing laugh?
Oh, absolutely. We're hearing the city cackling her ass
Yes.
off. Okay.
Yes.
Everyone can tell that that's setting Theo off a bit too, because he hasn't talked to the city yet, really.
And with that, Taylor's going to pour some whiskey into Theo's glass. Say, here, have another.
and he will drain it immediately. Another what?
Two or three might put you in the right mood.
Magnus immediately pours Theo another one.
There you go. There you are. Softer on the edges.
So how was your trip in, Mr. O'Cleary?
Good. Please call me Seamus.
Seamus.
There's nothing fancy here.
All right.
Except Theo's title.
Barely a title.
Doctor. But no, it was good. I'm in the process of setting myself up in Montreal to be closer to Theo. And, because he needs some help still, I think.
She looks at him. He has made improvements, though.
Right. He has his whole top button undone. I'm very proud of him.
Oh, yes. He's even changed his shirts.
Oh. Has he started to wear Hawaiian?
Not yet, but he wore plaid.
Right. So I'm not introducing him to Karna then.
I refused the first time you offered. I'm refusing again.
All right. No, don't got to make a big show about it in front of your friends.
You were the one who mentioned it in the first place, Seamus.
Oh, did I start dropping names already?
Maybe we can lean on
all
Bianca
the fancy fucking people coming to town.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. And she pours another shot for herself.
Nope.
And takes the drink.
So
I am simply going to avoid that convention. It will be a nice break from being around everything.
All right, because you were invited, first of all, you big fucking nerd. But secondly,
you don't know. Maybe I secretly am the Prince of Chicago.
I'd sooner believe a Nosferatu be Prince of Chicago than you.
And the Nosferatu in this domain are not to be underestimated. Ever.
That's why. That's why. But here's a bit of homework then for you, since I know you're not going to be enjoying yourself, because that would require you to be a human. I'm going to give Theo a folded paper.
No more human than you.
It has a passage on it. At the top, it just has a date, 1/3/13. And then it says, those snakes which bit me in my sleeping, those foul worms who suck my blood, I learned from them to take the blackness from the blood, the wounds from the flesh, the evil from the soul. And though I may die, you, my childer, will live on. Open thy eye and see the world truly, and know that what you do now goes on to heal another generation. I was looking through some of my things as I was moving to Montreal, and I discovered that I had scrolled that away before Vienna met its untimely death, and I'll cross myself. I would like a fresh pair of eyes,
Any recollection of where you heard it or got it from?
I mean, it was pieces put together. Kind of reminded me of the Arceus, but it was not as sloppy. It was more like one or two voices, not the 18 that fucking Beckett threw in.
I don't think I'll have much to go off of right now, but before you leave, I can certainly take an in-depth look at it.
There's no timetable. Jesus, just
what a
look
nerd.
at it. Yeah, I don't want you to sit at a desk and start working on it right now. We're having a fucking good time.
Seriously, has he even told you about his girlfriend?
He has a girlfriend.
I don't.
Yeah. Huge crush.
Oh, totally. Totally.
What's her name? What's her name?
Bianca, right? It's Bianca, right?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Shakespearean. Theodore and Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really roll off the tongue, but
No.
it'll work.
Hey,
What about Bianca and Teddy?
That could work.
Oh, please don't try that Teddy crap
Have you,
again.
have you written her name out like Bianca Smith just to see what it looks like on a marriage certificate?
He dotted the I with the heart.
Yeah, of course
What?
he did. Of course. Was it like an actual heart or was it anatomical? You fucking.
Oh no, it was anatomical. He was
yeah,
in
of course
full
it
nerd.
was.
Yeah, full nerd.
All 4 ventrals, I bet.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Hey, did he tell you what clan she is?
Oh, she's kindred.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
good.
Oh,
good.
No,
wait for
no
this one.
offense to them, but honestly, Seamus, do you think I could ever even be remotely attracted to a human?
I mean, attracted, maybe. How much of this fancy whiskey would you have drunk before? That's the question.
Mhm.
But you're good. You're good at dominating people, right?
Now, not before.
Oh, oh. So you actually wooed her. You didn't force yourself on her.
Seamus, you and I both know that that sort of forcing doesn't actually work.
Right. Consent is key, my boy.
If it wasn't obvious to everyone here, Seamus and I have slightly different positions within our clan.
Oh, no. While y'all are talking to each other, Taylor's literally looking from Seamus to Theo, to Seamus to Theo. And you can see by the look on her face, she is absolutely just befuddled. How the fuck this happened?
No. I like to tell people that if he could, whenever I'm around, Theo would have a badge and a little police hat, just to make sure that I understood that I was acting out, as he says.
Seamus, you and I both know I'm not the only one who would call you out for acting out.
Oh, don't bring her into this. Tell me more about Bianca. I know that you're trying to deflect.
Classic.
Classic Theo.
She is a La Sombra.
Oh. Tall, dark, and powerful. Not what I thought you'd go for. Does she have glasses?
No.
Oh. Look at you branching out.
At the moment, I don't think it's going to go beyond what it is currently.
Your finger blasting her.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Spotter dies so hard that he comes back to life. He's back to being a normal human.
Is that the relationship you have?
Theo pours half the bottle left of whiskey into his cup until it is to the rim, drinks all of it.
What, paint the relationship for me, Theo. Try
I
not
have an
to.
answer.
I am assisting her in a matter of revenge.
Oh, all right. Okay, so she's not your girlfriend.
No.
Right, okay.
But he
But
does
she's-
certainly fancy her.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That much I'll admit to.
Yeah. I mean, you're not the only one to see a pretty La Sombra face and jizz yourself in your pants or anything like that.
He acts like we have functioning biology.
Thanks, Taylor.
Are you so far removed that you don't rouse yourself in more ways than one? Hey, I'll take a swig of whiskey.
I can't be upset. I invited you here.
Nope.
I mean, I can always go find myself a place to stay if I'm putting you out.
Mm-mm.
You're fine.
I think the city wants to keep you.
No. I don't want to start talking to out loud to whole cities. I like to keep my thoughts to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, it might make Montreal jealous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that could happen. But there's plenty of me to go around.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, everyone, this is Seamus O'Cleary, Tremere Extraordinaire.
Yeah. I mean, I was at one point. Now, since the passing, I think we're all trying to find our places in the world.
That
Tio,
makes sense.
unfortunately, likes the rigidity of what we had before, and I am, for one, thankful that the shackles have come off.
It's okay, Seamus. You can say you're a frivolous hippie. It's fine.
I am a frivolous hippie. Yes, I am.
James,
That just means you're a good time. It's fine. And she takes another drink.
I mean, I've learned a bit or two from Karna, so I can't be hanging around her, not fucking divulging myself of the treats. It's like a undercover cop pretending to take cocaine. Like, you have to take cocaine once in a while. Like, you've got to do the nose candy if you want to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because you've been a cop before.
I'm not like you. You fucking. I'm surprised you don't have a trench coat and an FBI badge and your own TV show
Seamus, I'm seeing Hall Monitor.
called the Z Files or something like that.
No.
Because it's an
kids.
N on its side, you fucking nerd.
You hear from the back saying, "It's X-Files! Get it right if you're doing cultural references!"
No.
Thanks, Misty.
That reminds
God!
me. Excuse me for a quick second. And Theo's going to just do a quick walk back to Misty to thank her for what she set up for him previously through the thing that he's wanted to do with the secret project.
He's avoiding you now.
Yeah, was it the city? Was it the city finally talking to me?
No, that was Misty. She is Magnus's ward right now, also technically broodmate.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, she's my niece.
She's kind of all our nieces. She's called us aunt and uncle. Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. That's adorable.
I know.
And Theo walks back out from her alcove, and it's still creepy.
Why?
You need friends.
That.
She'll pop her head out, and you see this girl with, this pink and purple kind of hair, and it's kind of like in kind of Princess Leia kind of buns right up. And she's wearing casual clothes right now. She'll go, "I have friends. You guys are cooler."
Oh,
yeah.
Looks like somebody fell headfirst into the Fruity Pebbles.
No, that's only if I added red, green, yellow, and purple. Or I mean blue.
Oh, Jesus, another nerd.
No. Well, yes, but no. I'm a DJ. What are you? Sitting around and telling philosophy?
I'm a bullshit artist. Sure.
Okay, good, Mel Brooks. Whatever. God. Make History of the World Part 3 now.
Yeah. See? Someone that catches the reference, Theo. Good for you.
I know plenty of pop culture, Seamus, but you have to pull obscure things to actually impress me. Anyone can reference Mel Brooks.
He's got a point.
Thank you, Misty.
It's Tool. It's Tool. All right, so you're going to take a look at that, right?
It will be looked at with apparently no strict deadline.
Right, there you go. There you go. Don't
But
feel like you have to look at it when you wake up and give it up when you need to go to sleep.
You gotta research it?
His exact wording was homework, yes.
Yeah, you gotta know. You gotta know how to talk to Theo. He needs words like homework and tests and final exams for him to get a little fucking chubby.
I don't want to know about any of that because you.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
no.
just that's what I've come to learn from, giving birth to the lad.
You gave birth to him?
Embraced
No,
him, dear.
he gave no more. He gave no more birth to me than he did my broodmate.
I mean,
And I know that she remembers fond memories of her mom. So there's no way you can pull that crap.
right. It's a colloquialism.
Sure.
I don't make him call me daddy or anything like that. That's weird.
I thought it was Vatty or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
never going to catch on.
Nope.
It's kind of like Fetch.
Unfortunately, it mildly has with some of those thin bloods that I have as sleeper agents, but
Yeah, but they
You
have like no
sleeper
culture.
agents.
I thought I told you.
I told you she has a girlfriend, Lasombra.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, she's amazing. I like her.
Are you gonna come out and join the rest of us in the circle, or are you gonna stay back there and hide in your shadow?
Oh, I can do both. But okay.
All right, there you
She'll
go.
walk out.
There you go.
Misty, Seamus O'Cleary, Misty.
Hello.
He is my sire.
We established that. Thank you.
Okay. Question.
Here we go.
Did you or did you not try to remove the steel from his bum?
Unfortunately, Misty, that was there in the highest level of obfuscation, so I couldn't see it until after the deed was done. But it has been my life's work to try to remove it as painlessly as possible for her.
Wow, you're being nice.
Well, he's getting mad, and I don't wanna upset the boy.
Mm-hmm.
I know he has acid reflux, and
Ashita.
Acid reflux.
yeah, he gets a little chest painy whenever I go on at length. And
Yeah. And Theo would know that if he was a doctor.
thank you, Spotter.
You're welcome.
What a keen observation you are.
See,
Living up
Misty,
to your
I
name.
held up the sign to Misty.
Oh my God. Oh wow. That's a mood.
For anyone who can read lips and is looking at Theo, he just keeps mouthing "Frenzy is not an option, Theo."
And Taylor catches her eye, catches his eye and is like,
Magnus just leans over and whispers to him, "But whiskey always is," and pours him another glass.
Also, because I know Spotter's going to hold on to this cardboard sign forever. Anybody that holds it that isn't me or Theo will always have residue of glitter on their hands for like a week.
That's valid.
Fantastic. He's a
It's fucking
sparkling
valid.
vampire now.
So the insides of your hands are definitely glitterified.
I'm okay with
Be
that.
fine.
Because Seamus has a sense of humor.
Yes, he does.
Hey,
Sometimes
at least-
too much of one.
Hey, at least Magnus got the whiskey. He didn't get the Fey wine.
No, and I appreciate it. You're a good man, Magnus, regardless of what Theo says in his letters.
Mm-hmm.
What does he say in his letters?
I've said nothing ill of any of you.
Right. No, right. Yes. Nothing ill. And I just give him an
I
exaggerated
mean, if you
wink.
didn't at least once say I was a crazy bitch, I'm disappointed.
Well, I don't want to divulge what I wrote in the post. That is for the mail carriers to decide. But I will say I didn't say crazy bitch.
Should we refer to it as the Bianca Hammond scale then from now on? Where is she on the Bianca Hammond crazy scale?
Oh, that's a reference.
Right? I'm full of them.
How did you become so knowledgeable about pop culture? And Theo is
Misty, I know about pop culture. I just don't indulge it the way so many people seem to.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Pop culture, he says. He probably has the whole Alas Poor Yorick monologue memorized.
I don't, actually.
Oh,
I
Nerd.
thought he had the Hippocratic Oath memorized.
He would if he were,
if you're a real doctor, yeah.
Wait, what makes you a real doctor?
doctor school.
Apparently, only an officially written doctorate
You don't have one of
Magnus,
those yet?
Did you? Oh, he did.
I do. It just, I was a doctor long before I had a piece of paper telling me I was.
Oh, of course, we all were.
I wasn't.
I wasn't.
Oh. Well,
There
I mean,
you go.
Taylor, that's understandable. Like
Yeah.
the
There's still
times you
time,
grew up
Misty.
in, but
Yeah, there's still time.
I still
Okay,
miss
so-
bloodletting. I still think it had promise.
Ew.
No,
Why?
no,
did
it
not.
really didn't.
No.
Let's bring out the leeches too.
Wow, you didn't.
Yeah.
You missed all medical history
I
too.
mean, I
should
get
buy
why,
something.
as a Tremere, you would think bloodletting would be important as part of,
Yeah.
fixing someone. But
I will fully admit that I set him on that road, and I regret that I could not pull him from it. But I did come up with that ritual to find out a blood's humor, as it were. But we're advanced now, man.
I'm not saying we replace modern medicine with the old tactics. Not all of them were workable.
Good.
There were some tactics that did make sense and they've carried over.
and if you went to medical school and got a written out doctorate, then you would know, some of the advances that have replaced those methods.
Oh no, I do. I just miss it.
Why?
Before I realized that I was basically practicing low-grade barbarism, I thought there was a genuine technique to it. It felt good to learn something like that. I only lost a few of my patients to it.
There it
Just a
is.
few.
It was the 1800s, Misty. The fact that it was only a few was actually rather good.
Yeah, he was pretty good for the time, at least.
I have improved with modern teachings. I can admit that fully.
Okay, well that's good.
There you go.
And Taylor is correct. You do need friends your own generation.
I do have friends my own generation. I'm
Mhm.
just.
Yes, because you bring them around so much.
Do you want me to bring them around?
Yes.
Public space.
No. I just thought this was your place, and then my room's right over there. Trying to give you your guys'
The upstairs is still like the living room.
Is it?
Yes.
Here's a fun bit of kindred advice for you, Misty. The only truly private space that any vampire must never let just anyone into is their haven.
Mhm.
Anything else, you either have the security necessary or the strength to enforce your own rules in your domain.
Okay, so that
Don't-
means I've
don't-
got to move out and get a domain?
Well, not
No.
yet.
Okay,
I'd say
good.
at least wait until you're a little more established in the city. Or leave the city.
I
No.
think I want to stay here for just a bit.
He's kicking you out already, Misty. Look at that.
I'm not I'm not the one in charge of her. I can only offer advice.
Yeah, he doesn't get to make that decision.
Good.
That's
Good.
gangrel business. I don't need to be making decisions for other clans.
I mean, you said you missed the old ways, and that was what we used to do.
The oldest ways, though, we weren't even around.
I mean, if you miss the old ways that much, I can always, set you up for a meeting with Cindy.
Oh, I like that face. I like that face he's making. Who's Cindy?
Someone you'd probably get along swimmingly with.
She's absolutely fabulous, is what she is.
If he makes that face, I can only assume that you all are correct.
Misty will go into
I
her
make
room
that
really
face
quick.
for anything like her. To be fair.
No, so she's definitely feisty, it sounds like. Sassy.
She's a gangrel of some age and power.
Ooh.
But she runs a shop here in the Rec, a little further north, where she sells customized honey.
Okay.
Her specialty is bees.
Oh,
All the bees.
All of
sure.
them.
Misty will come out with what looks like a little bit of honey, and she'll put a little stir in and offer Seamus some of it. And it's a very nice jalapeno honey.
Yeah, just a little
Yep.
pinky swirl. Oh,
You can taste all of it right there.
oh, that's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a fan of this work of Cindy's, Theo?
I haven't looked into it too much, but
Also, you and Bianca haven't experimented yet.
Taylor takes a drink.
Magnus just raises his glass to Seamus.
Theo will polish off the rest of his whiskey glass, but then set his fingers over it to indicate that he doesn't want any more.
You need to roll me a composure and resolve, please.
I was wondering when it was going to come up. Oh, shit. You know what might help? If I had my character sheet open.
Sometimes.
Just did that.
sometimes not.
Character sheets for this kind of game?
Wow, you mean I had mine open before y'all? Holy crap.
I would also like to rouse my stamina, if that's okay.
Sure, but it's composure and resolve.
Oh, bleh. Never mind. I would like to rouse my composure then.
Sure. I was wondering why you were rousing your stamina, but hey.
I get hungrier. Worth it.
I mean, if you're raising your stamina, we'll bring Bianca in. That's fine.
Ooh la la.
Just standard stuff. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
no, this is V5. What am I fucking talking about? That'll be 2 successes.
Oh, boyo. Oh, Theo. The waves are rocking in your head.
I figured, but I was doing it on purpose.
You're fine. Seamus knows when you're drunk and you've hit that peak level of, you're feeling great. You could take on the world, but that world is a little spinny and a little swishy.
That's fine.
Yeah, go for it. If anyone wants to notice him being drunk, by all means.
Not like he's good at hiding it with his 2 composure.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I think if Seamus notices, he'll take a step towards him. He's like, so are we gonna sit here all day and drink until we're fucking black-faced, or are we gonna go somewhere? Do you do karaoke, Theo? You sing.
Poorly. But no, if you really want to do something like that, and Theo will stand up, there's not
Whoa, are you okay, Theo?
I am perfectly drunk.
Yep. Looks like it.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't even
no.
have to bring out the Fey wine.
Absolutely not, Seamus.
Damn.
I'm not singing. We can go dancing like civilized people.
Oh, you're a dancer now.
I am.
He danced with that kata.
Is this what
Pretty
Bianca's
lady.
doing to you, making you dance?
No, the dancing was brought on because of Lydia.
So many women in so little amount of time.
She's a seer.
To be fair, she's also blind, so.
Oh, all right.
Yep, an oracle.
And as much as she sees, she doesn't need her sense of sight
Yeah, all
because
right.
it's too much.
I got that from when your friend Taylor said seer. I think that was kind of laid on a little thick. But I'm gonna put my hand around his waist. All right, come on. Spotter, you're allowed to drive.
Strangest part, Seamus, is that after feeling and having like an actual friendship with Lydia, I've now got some of the prophetic stuff as well.
Good.
It is not pleasant
No.
because it feels like something is leaving something in my mind and not just telling me.
That might change the stronger you get.
I'm
But-
going to try to use it sparingly so it doesn't get stronger. but I couldn't stop the development of the ability in general.
If you were a real doctor, you would know that it's like a muscle.
Mhm,
And the
mhm,
more you
mhm.
exercise it, the stronger it gets.
I am a real doctor. Go fuck yourself.
There we are.
You can't put leeches on your mental abilities, but I will tell you I'm proud of you because now you can foresee when the stick comes out of that asshole of yours.
Mhm.
Theo will open up his doctor's bag, which yes, he does still have,
Mhm.
and take out and scribble something with a pen and piece of paper. And it's legible because it's him, but it does very sloppily read psychic leeches ? And then underneath it says look into later, and then he just drops both the pen and paper back into his bag and shuts it.
Oh my God, more notes.
Mhm.
There you go.
Oh God.
Never ends with this guy.
Better than forgetting brilliant ideas just
You know-
because I'm plastered.
You know they have these things called tape recorders now.
Actually, you can do this on a cell phone.
Oh, well, baby steps, please. Misty.
Theo will just reach into his pocket and take out his Nokia. I can on this one.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
good though.
A
It
brick.
never breaks.
I mean, he's not
Ever.
wrong. I used to have a Nokia back in my human days. So, what I did was kind of, anyhow, yes, it doesn't break. However, I do have a smartphone when I need it. So you need to upgrade.
Hey, let me see that pen and paper of yours, Theo.
Oh God.
Theo will
Lord.
reach in and get a fresh piece of paper and pen and hand both to Seamus.
Yeah, and I'll use his back as a desk. And I'll write, throw the Nokia into the river and get yourself a sidekick. And then, without him looking at it, just fucking put it right in his bag. There
Right
you
into the
go.
doctor's bag. And
Yeah.
Theo just accepts it and then shuts the bag and keeps carrying it.
Oh, we should take Aunt Taylor. Can we take Seamus to your place?
Sure.
Oh,
The question is, do you have?
Maybe Seamus wants a hookah.
Well, I mean, it's right next door.
Maybe Seamus wants a massage.
Or
Or
maybe
shot.
Spotter does.
I'm not. I'm just projecting here.
oh, is there a lady friend of yours, Spotter, that we're going to go see?
Oh no!
no,
His
she's
lady
busy.
friend is totally different.
She's busy.
She's
Seamus feels Theo sort of drape over his shoulders a bit, and he whispers into his ear, "He's dating the primogen of the Ventru."
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'll raise my glass, Spotter. Good for you.
Yeah. I punch up.
Yeah, you got to.
But yeah, absolutely. It's still here in the rack. It's just a bit further south.
All right, sure. I mean, I did wash my balls for something. So
No,
Yes,
totally.
you did.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we even talking about your balls? I don't want to know about
Because
them.
they are sparkling clean.
They are clean. they've been soaped up, lathered.
I'm
I
I bet
assuming
they
with Irish
shine in the
Spring.
moonlight.
Do you do that?
No. I bleach now.
I
Aunt Taylor?
I use these two fingers and I do a little bit of gel there and I just kind of get that kind of comb down and out.
Taylor gets up and grabs her bag, and she actually puts a hand on Seamus' shoulder. Good man. And then she just walks out.
Presentation is half the battle.
What are you gonna do? Drop your balls in the middle of the club?
Clearly, you haven't been to clubs with many Tremere.
No, because you don't go to them.
I don't go to them.
Yeah.
There's plenty of Tremere who love the whole socialization thing.
Yes, because you don't like to socialize. You socialize with books.
I like socializing just fine. If only most people had the quality of my coterie and brood, I'd actually do it more.
You see, Misty, there's three kind of trains of thought, and we're walking and talking, and I'm more dragging Theo than anything else because I do want to get the fuck away from this whiskey so he doesn't take anything else. I'm like, there's three schools of thought as it comes to Tremere. There's Theo, who is straight laced, tie to the very last button, books. A wand if he could, the fucking Harry Potter wannabe.
Ones are impractical.
Correct.
Hashtag Ravenclaw.
Second, there's the ones that I have started to associate with which are more into the humanity kind of thing. They don't like the aspect of the pyramid and the Ponzi scheme that was,
He's avoiding the fact that he's joined a giant Tremere sex cult. But go on.
A man says he washes his balls, and you automatically assume sex cult.
No, I don't. Not because of your ball washing, Seamus. I do it because of the name attached to the house you've made yourself a part of. Karna is known for a specific reputation.
I mean, it's just one letter off from what it truly is, but there's different levels. You don't have to be a depraved lunatic that puts his balls all over everything.
That makes it more times to wash.
Jason Newberry is already out of the city. We don't have to worry about that anymore.
Well, there you go.
That's true.
And then there's the third house, which is just a bunch of fuck faces.
Well, that's not entirely true. The official term that I've discovered looking through it is anarchs.
Sure. I mean,
no, you're talking about Goratrix. No,
right.
That's different.
Yep.
I thought you were talking about the... Wow, you can tell how much I know about them.
There you go. That's a good sign. All right. And I will rifle through his pockets and give Spotter the keys.
I'll give him to Magnus because I can't drive.
Magnus takes the keys.
I'll take them and put them back in Spotter's hands. No. There comes a time in a man's life when he has to make hard decisions.
Okay. I'll search my decks. We'll just go your decks, no driving.
Oh, God.
Perfect.
Don't worry if you scratch it. I can afford the repairs.
Yeah, take it nice and slow. Drive imagine how Theo would drive it, and you just drive it that way.
As you guys walk out, you see Taylor on her Harley, and she hollows out, "Misty, you're with me."
Okay, yay! I can drink, bitch.
She's got her hair pulled up into a low ponytail, and she puts the helmet on and hands a helmet to Misty.
I really gotta wear one. I've got fortitude up the ass.
Yeah, so do I, but put it on.
Fuck. Fine.
Do we hear this from the vehicle?
Probably. Why not?
As Theo just squishes his...
At least pretend we're human. Come on.
As Theo, hearing this but can't raise his voice, just mutters, "Respect the fucking masquerade, you degenerate."
Dr. Magnus, I'll stay in the back with Theo and make sure that he doesn't do anything crazy. If you could keep an eye on Spotter and make sure that he drives like a human being, I think that would be best. But let the man drive.
Sure.
A man needs to learn.
All right, I can't believe I'm actually going to ask you to give me a roll for dexterity because you have no drive.
No drive.
And this is explaining why Dr. Taylor took Misty because...
They don't want to die.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, what's the... I got 2 successes.
Okay.
I got 6 with a crit, so you see Taylor peel off on her.
Pops a wheelie, does a whole bunch of crazy shit. Spotter rolls out like my grandmother.
That's fucking magnificent right there.
And he will actually shake his fist at people as he drives slowly by.
Yeah.
Theo just points after Taylor and Misty and goes, "She's only doing it for the brand loyalty. Harley Davidsons are notoriously shitty."
Theo, where are you driving at? What's your driving skill at? I'm asking out of curiosity. Sorry, I don't mean to pause everything.
Oh, do you actually mean mine? Because
yeah.
I think I only have 1 dot in drive. I don't think I'm like the best driver. Yeah, 1 dot.
So with Spotter's 2 successes, I'm going to say this: Theo's a better driver.
Yeah, that doesn't stop me from squeezing his shoulder from the backseat and being like, "You're doing fucking great, master of the road." If you want to stop by Burger King, I'll get you a fucking crown, you king.
I'd say I'd love for you to be my sire, but mine is probably listening and would kill me.
You don't want me to be your
Magnus
your
just
sire.
looks at him and is like, yes, she absolutely would.
And Josephine might join in on principle.
I mean, the
Alright.
one you really want to watch out for is, your sire's lady friend.
The one we met.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Lady Annunciata.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Ooh.
don't want to get on the bad side of us, Lua.
Try
Nope.
to say that 3 times fast.
Lewis.
There you go.
Wait. I checked the back seat.
Why? Why? Magnus just looks at him and is like, why would you do that?
Because he told me to.
Oh my God, Spotter.
That wasn't the word, but sure. What
Okay.
happens?
Oh,
Does Beetlejuice show up? Is that what's happening?
okay.
To which Theo just mutters, I preferred Keaton as Batman.
Holy pop culture.
Oh yeah. Pull that out of nowhere.
Must be room. The thing must be going to the side or something.
I will just kind of put my hand on the side of Theo's face and push him to the corner, and I'll lean forward. And I mean no disrespect by this, but how does a gangrel get to be a doctorate?
I was born as a human to a doctor in the northwestern part of Texas.
Oh, all right. So that was pre-gangrelization, is what you're saying.
Yes, but I've renewed it since then. Go back every 20 years or so, go through the whole doctorate program,
Oh,
see what's changed.
yeah. It's almost like you try to tell that to someone and hope that they do it as well, and I just slowly turn back around towards Theo.
It doesn't take you guys long to. Oh my God. It doesn't take you long to get to the Subterranean Club where you'll see Taylor and Misty waiting for you guys.
We pull up, one of the wheels falls off.
Well, at least you made it in one piece.
Physically.
Yeah. Come on
Yeah.
in.
Fire didn't.
Yeah, I had full faith in you, Spotter.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. In a number of years, you'll be probably piloting helicopters here and there.
Baby steps. I don't think he knows how to fly.
Don't
can
worry,
fall pretty
Theo.
well.
I'll send Mark out to fix the tire.
It's one tire. They have a billion places to get them repaired. It's okay.
The car was blessed with 3 others. We're fine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So what am I looking at?
It's only bad when you start driving and you see the light show off to the side.
All right. So as you enter Subterranean, it is definitely an old building for Chicago, but it has been modernized, and there's a lot of antique furnishings from like the late 1800s in this club, including a lovely chandelier, and there is a railing around the center of the main floor there where the bar is over to one side and there's seating on that floor. But the railing is basically an overlook down into the center staircase that leads to the basement where the music performances happen. And there is currently a band playing tonight, a local band, and there's a crowd dancing down on the basement floor.
Wow. This is where you come to dance, Theo?
Lately, I would also recommend any of the hookah stuff. It's quite good.
All right.
And as she takes everyone around, she says, yes, I own this strip of businesses, developing some of the further down buildings still. But we have the cafe right beside us on this side on the corner. And then the hookah lounge is on this side. And our Turkish bath is beside the hookah lounge.
No. I appreciate anyone who pushes for more arts in any city. So I thank you for that.
Of course.
And you've gotten some of the stake up his ass this large. So let's see what this does for you.
Fun fact, all the times people say that it's made of steel isn't true because steel production didn't happen until I was already long embraced in Pennsylvania.
There it
Fucking
is.
nerd.
There it is.
So guess who supplies the hookah? Or the hookah stuff for Dr. Taylor?
Yeah, Bianca does.
Nice. Yeah, I'll lead Theo wherever they're taking us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So she will take y'all down to the basement area, and she'll actually see Mark there tonight, and she'll walk over to him and introduce Mark to the crew.
New face. Hello, how are you? And he'll extend his hand out.
Oh,
Mark, I can't remember your surname. Seamus O'Clear. That. Seamus O'Cleary.
yeah. I am the new face, and I'll shake his hand.
Hi, it's a nice firm shake.
Mhm.
Did something happen to him?
Yeah,
Alcohol.
he's drunk.
A little too much of the hair.
The hair
Holy
of the dog.
shit!
Yeah.
That actually happens?
Yeah. Well, Spotter drove his car here, and one of the tires just came right off. Do you think you could fix that, babe?
It was already loose.
100%.
I mean, we already know Theo has loose nuts. That's not. That's a
Proper
given.
maintenance would prevent
That's
that.
news to me.
Practically no knots since I stopped wearing ties.
Nuts, not knots. Difference.
No,
I know what I said.
He's playing us now. He's so grown up.
Theo is giving the most intense stare down to Mark right now.
Mark's loving it. He's just like, yeah, bring it, bitch. Come on.
You all know how the really ridiculous drunk people can suddenly be way too serious for a bit.
Yeah.
It's that. And then
Man's
after a while,
still be crying in a corner somewhere.
Who knows? But at the moment, eventually, he does crack a smirk at Mark, and then just shrug and go back to being the swimming mess he was.
All right.
Wow.
Where can we take him so he can keep going through the 5 steps of whiskey?
And hearing that, Theo just points towards the dance floor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Have at it, gentlemen.
Yeah, Mark will look to Taylor and go, do you want me to call Bianca?
No.
I mean,
he has been grilled hard by Seamus.
I missed it. Damn. Babe, this is the things I live for.
I know, but that's why he's drunk, because he kept taking shots of really good whiskey.
Wait, where'd you get the whiskey from?
Is Theo still near enough to hear this
Oh
conversation?
no, absolutely not. Not with the music and everything.
The moment they were dance floor, I'm like, I'm leaving with him.
Yeah. And literally, she's like, yeah, every time he got ribbed by Seamus, he took a freaking shot.
Wait, is Seamus really Irish, or is that just
No, that's really Irish. Okay. He's
okay.
Yeah.
Off the boat?
He's based in Montreal now, but he's originally Irish, yeah.
Don't let them. He's in my area. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go fix that tire, and then I'm gonna hide the car and make sure it gets a complete workover, because that car needs some love in the bestest of ways. I'm gonna call the shit. I'm gonna call the garage. It'll be on me. I'll be back in 10.
Okay.
Okay, and he will actually. He'll grab him, he'll dip Taylor over for a kiss, bring her back up, and head out.
Well.
Spotter and Magnus are just sort of left sitting at a table.
So that was a thing.
Yep. It's going to be interesting. How long is he staying in town?
He came in for the convention. I don't know if that was the sole reason, but...
So he'll be around with all the princes and everyone else. That is going to be absolutely lovely. I need to make sure there is plenty of alcohol.
And cameras.
Cameras are your responsibility.
I'll get on that.
That's for your clan to deal with. I will say, y'all have gotten a lot better about that now that cameras don't have to have a flash.
We're not claiming responsibility for that, but we're not claiming responsibility for that.
I'm sure it was a group effort. I know some others that also probably were working towards that.
Absolutely. Well, it's at least nice to not have something on fire for once. A couple
Yeah.
days at least.
And getting to meet Theo's sire was,
It's been a treat.
yes. I was going to say a blessing, but you know.
Hmm.
On the dance floor, you will see Seamus just cutting a rug, and everyone's just like right there with him. Is there any in particular moves or any particular dances or music that you're wanting requested, Seamus?
No, but I think like I do try to work in a little bit of a jig here and there. I'll especially grab Theo's waist and kind of start to loosen it up as much as possible.
I mean, the alcohol probably cancels it a bit, but 2
Yeah.
dots of performance is 2 dots
Yeah.
of performance.
You're all knees, lad. You gotta throw your hips into it. You gotta go back and forth. You gotta put the balls of your feet up a little bit more.
I'd be a better dancer if I was sober.
Right. Or you'd be a better reindeer if you were in a play. But here we are.
And yet you'd make a fine Santa, even though you need to be way fatter.
Wow, look at you. You don't need alcohol to get sassy, my friend.
I'm glad you're here, Seamus.
Yeah, and I'll hug him.
As you two are doing it, the hug.
Actually,
ends.
Taylor's going over to the table where Magnus and Spotter are sitting now that
Okay.
Mark's handling the car.
Yeah, Mark's got this.
And she sits down.
Taylor, hey,
Hmm.
that thing we spoke about last time we were here, the records. Did you? I know you've been busy with I didn't want to bug you about it.
Yeah, no.
If you haven't, cool.
No, I actually did find some
Okay.
of interest.
Okay. Yeah. We can.
I think she was here.
No shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, if you want to talk about this now, we can. If you want to talk about it later.
No, it's just too much other stuff on my mind, but I didn't want to forget about it. And it reminded me being here.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I asked about it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
after the convention slows down, but
Yeah. Yeah, no, we can definitely do it then. Not in the way that you may be concerned she was here, though. Just know that.
oh, past the past.
Yeah, I get it, but yeah, no, she wasn't that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, she was of note to the mother here.
Mhm.
And because she had recently given birth.
She was a mom.
She was a mom, so she was treated with honor and respect.
Nice. You got pictures? Even if it's blurry.
I might have something. I'll have to
Okay.
dig a little bit more, but give me until after the convention.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
see what I come
No,
up
I didn't
with.
want to.
No, I saw.
but he-
I found some registers of
Sure.
employees and like wages paid out and stuff like that for
Sure.
things. So, and that's where I found someone who came in around that time that kind of fit what you were telling me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it might be her. So,
All right. He's acting cool, but he has one hand and it's kind of doing this.
mhm,
And he's focused on you and he's
mhm.
so
But yeah, we can definitely discuss. I'll dig a little deeper. There's some stuff down at actually under in the library that I haven't gone through yet that might be tied to it. So I'll look and see what we can find.
all right. Spotty gives a big grin. Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
you're welcome. You okay?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you let me know if you're not okay.
No, I don't know. I just
That's big. I know.
it's I don't know if it's anecdotal or it's important. I think it's important or both. I don't know.
But we'll see. I mean, I don't want to get your hopes up, but
Sure,
I
sure,
think
sure,
it
sure,
I
sure.
think it might be. But we won't know for certain until I can find more.
All right. Does Magnus have any questions? I'm just going to ask that out of character while we're having this conversation.
No, not
okay.
really. Magnus is just kind of listening, and Magnus seems to have something on his mind, like where he's looking around the room and he's just not, he's paying attention, but
Mhm.
he's not completely focused.
Cool. All right. He's smiling. His father's just smiling. He can't act cool. He has no capacity.
No, he
to
doesn't
act
know how to act cool. So
cool.
Taylor's just like, oh my God, have I just tripped off something in this nos? What the
No, not at all.
People are taking note that Spotter is smiling. I will point that out.
Mhm.
There is now rumor. Now there are people on the dance floor going, "Oh my God, the Nosferatu's smiling." And it
We're
will
either
get
in danger or
I know you don't know. And Seamus and Dr. Theo will hear Spotter smiling, and everyone's just kind of like, "What the hell?"
like
Yeah, the
goblin
crowd
grayscale.
tonight is a blend of humans and vampires. However, the humans in attendance tonight are tied to Taylor's garden, so there's no masquerade for each.
Anything else before we roll out?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, well, we're going to go to break right now because we got two Tremere here, and one might be slightly drunk.
Yeah.
Lightly.
All right, we'll be back in 10, y'all.
Welcome back. I'd like to thank Revenues for coming in for our first half as we have got to see Dr. Theo Smith's sire, and I can do that right back. It's fine. And it was a very fun episode, or a very wonderful first half. We're going to start our second half with Magnus and Evening. Magnus, where are we?
I would say they just walked into the back of one of Magnus's clinics. Location is redacted because this is the one Magnus actually uses as his haven.
Evie's in a nice dress. She's not sure what she's doing here, but she did bring some pamphlets and stuff that he had requested for the ranch, and that working with more animal husbandry kind of therapy for those that need it.
And
So kind of
Magnus
start looking
goes
around.
to a door that looks like it just leads to, like, a supply room, and puts in a code. He doesn't try to hide what the code is from Evie. Opens the door, and there is a staircase leading downwards. And he just walks down. It's like, coming?
Do you want me to go him in?
Yes, this is where I'm inviting you to. Why I
Oh.
invited you.
Okay. I'm not trying to pry. I just wanted to make sure that being respectful of spaces,
Yes, I appreciate it.
Okay. And she'll walk in and start looking around just curiously, not like itemizing everything.
The room with the staircase has a couple different doors and kind of like a table with 4 chairs around it. And one of the walls is not, like, 3 of the walls are concrete, as is the floor. One of the walls is not. It is earth. And there are roots growing to make kind of like a triangled arch there. And I forget, does Evie have auspex?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. If she has sensed the unseen, then she notices that whole archway, not just the roots themselves, but the whole archway glows with some kind of magic.
Interesting arch. Do you normally have this kind of magic reverberating?
Yes, this is my haven where I spend my days.
Oh,
Well, the ones I don't spend with you.
I mean, fair enough. I didn't realize this was, well, I guess home.
Yes. I don't often invite people here. Partly just privacy reasons. The history of my clan in this city means we take special care not to let people know where we day sleep if at all possible.
I mean, I know that feeling very well.
I thought you might. But
Though
this,
magic, yeah.
he walks
What?
over to the arch and just kind of like pats it. It's like, this is related to when I was alive. That side of my family.
So your side, the changing side of the family is represented here.
Not represented. This leads to the dreaming. If you know how to open it.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
It was explained to me by the first person who came through it, which is right now she's my secretary.
That explains so much. It really does. Okay.
Other things can also come through it. So,
Other things.
yes, things of the dreaming. So, that's another reason why I don't really invite people here, because the wrong kind of people can invite or attract the wrong kinds of things.
Because it's an open portal and anything can come out.
Technically, it's semi-closed, but yes.
Okay. She'll actually walk over. She won't touch it, but she kind of just looks around it for a moment. All right. If you're trying to get onto my bingo card, the most unusual thing that I've seen in this century, yes, this was not on it.
Well,
Mhm.
I wanted you to know what kind of places I feel comfortable. We had a conversation some months ago about where we were going, what we wanted to be.
Mhm.
And that's not the kind of decision you can make without all cards being on the table.
I understand, and you said you wanted time, and I have not brought up that conversation again. I thought if you needed it, of course.
And we've had time. We've taken time. So, like I
What?
said, this is a part of me that I wanted you to understand as well before I asked you to stay with me.
You want to make sure I'm comfortable with this? Or to understand you more?
Both.
Okay. There's not going to be little leprechauns running around here, is there?
No, we don't tend to have enough gold to attract those kinds of chimera.
You'll never know.
It's also why I don't carry cash with me. They're not always
That's
attracted to
why.
just gold.
Okay, well, that was good to know. That's why you play with everything with card.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Made things much more convenient. I used to have to keep everything in a safe up above.
And nobody knows that this place is here.
Other than my secretary, the nurse, no. As far as anyone else is concerned, this is just another door in the clinic, and they don't have a reason to go here because they know where everything else is. They don't have the codes. All
Is
of
that
my
why
staff are trained well that if you don't have the code to go somewhere, you don't have permission to go there.
That's valid. So is this why you're so nervous?
Well, you still haven't given an answer.
Oh, I know. I wanted to make sure you're okay because you're very. How did the Josephine says you're like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Well,
That's how nervous you are, and I want to make sure you are comfortable with this.
I'm comfortable with you.
Well, that's saying something.
In a way that I'm not with anyone else, and I haven't been with anyone else for a very long time.
That is fair. Of course, I will move in with you. As if that was ever a doubt. But I appreciate that you did ask. Are you feeling better now?
Yes.
Now, here's one thing. Okay. There's a couple of things. I would love to play music here. Is that okay?
Yes. Music generally will attract good things.
Spontaneous dancing?
That's fine as well.
I do like to read.
I have an entire he goes over to one of the other doors and opens it, and there's another staircase down into a room that is floor to ceiling bookshelves, like multiple walls of books all over. He's like, I can always put in room for more bookshelves.
Okay, one more thing. How are you with your sword play?
I make up for my lack of skill with my dexterity and strength and my
So you're
ability
close.
to take a hit.
Okay, so okay. Well, I do need a partner in sparring, and being if I'm going to live here, I do have quite an extension collection of knives, daggers, swords. I may make Dr. Hammond a little jealous with all the swords and the axes I have.
Well, I can make a bargain to get a room put in for all of that. A couple rooms if need be. And I would love to spar with you.
I think
Yes.
we need it. How are you with cookeries?
It's not something I've ever trained in.
Fabulous! It's the first one we're going to use then. I tend to use them a lot.
I
From this
will
way.
try not to lose a limb.
As if I was going to start you off with the sharpest pair. I will start with the wooden bookends if you need. It's no problem. I'm just
Magnus
happy that
just
you.
takes out his phone and makes a note on, needing to get a weapons room and a sparring room put in. He's gonna have to talk to some brownies.
Are you now less nervous?
Yes. With you. Yes.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Will you breathe a little bit for me? Because you seem so. How about I give you just a hug? How's this?
He opens his arms for her.
And she'll give him a big hug.
He returns it.
And she'll go,
And he
thank
just
you.
kind of relaxes slightly.
Slightly. She'll feel and go, you got a nut in your back. I'm going to have to fix it now. Turn around.
He does.
And she'll start working on it. While Magnus is getting a spontaneous back rub, and now he has a girlfriend moving in with him.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, where are you at?
Actually, we're going to be meeting at Taylor's Haven. At her
Okay.
home. Because she doesn't want to take a known anarch into the tower until this conversation has been had.
Okay.
She has thought through the political implications of what she's doing, and she's being very prudent.
A Mark is going to be coming out of the room, and he's got. Here she has a suit on. It's a dark green. It's kind of almost forest green.
Mhm.
But he's got a nice cream kind of button-down shirt.
Mhm.
And his tie's loose. But it looks like he did a long day at the office. But
Okay.
he still looks respectable.
Okay.
And he'll walk out and kind of turn around and go, what do you think?
Spectacular as always.
Thanks, babe. But I mean, do I look like I'm trying to be? Yeah, I haven't worn a
Are
suit in
you
ages.
comfortable in this?
Oh, I'm comfortable in anything.
If you're comfortable in it and you look put together, it's fine.
Okay. I like my leather, but I know when I have to make an impression, I'm going to make an impression.
You helped him get rid of Balthazar.
Yeah,
You
so
already made an impression. You helped
I
put
still-
his ass on the fucking throne with that.
I know I did, didn't I?
He owes you, technically.
Yes, he does. But when a man has to step up to a man and show what he can do.
I understand, and you're doing it just fine. Have a seat, relax.
Did you bring any of that Scott, that whiskey? I think I need a
Yes,
drink.
and she's like, yes, and she will go and grab it and bring out some glasses for the three of them and the bottle.
You are the best. You know that.
I do know that. I'm glad you appreciate it.
When do I not appreciate it? Damn.
And with that, the doorbell rings, and she leans down and gives him a kiss on the cheek and says, "That's him. I'll be right back."
Come back.
And she goes to the door and opens it.
And Kevin is there, of course, in a fully pressed suit, looking magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, Dr. Hammond, thank you so much for your invitation. This is lovely.
Thank you.
May I come in?
Yes, please. And as she escorts him in and closes and locks the door, she says, yes, I actually had a hand in designing this myself.
And he will actually give you a bouquet of well-known night flowers. Not the typical roses, but these are more of like night flowers,
Like
actually
night blooming flowers.
Night blooming flowers.
Yeah.
And he will actually give you the bouquet saying, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you bringing me here. This is really, really lovely.
And he sees that it is a fairly modern home,
Mhm.
but all of the decorations in it is a blend of different cultures that Taylor has traveled amongst. And there's a lot of antique pieces that she's collected over the centuries, blended with very modern elements as well. It is a fusion of past and present. And it has a leaning of looking to the future in the design.
And he walks in, he's looking around. He's not his usual, hey, what up, T?
Mhm.
He's being respectful because he knows why he's here. Or
Well,
at least
she
kind of
she
has that
knows
idea.
she has something important to discuss with him.
Right. So he's trying to be very princely,
Mhm.
but not too princely.
Yep. And she says, please come with me into the sitting room. And
Mhm.
so she'll lead him into the formal sitting room. And
Mhm.
she'll see Mark there with the whiskey glasses and stuff. And there's actually some pottery and vases and things there. She'll put the flowers in one of them and say, please make yourself comfortable.
Both gentlemen greet each other, shake hands, and they sit back down. And he sits down looking over at Mark, and he's appreciating what Mark has put himself together in. And he's
Mhm.
like,
And Taylor's wearing a perfect little black dress. It looks
Oh, yeah.
fucking fantastic on her.
well, it's Taylor, of course.
Yeah. And so she basically comes over and she will pour the 3 glasses of whiskey and say, please enjoy some if you would like. And then she'll sit down.
He'll take a sip, but like he forgets himself for a moment, going, "Damn, T." Sorry, Dr. Pam. Wow.
After the end.
Yeah, I gotta go there.
You do. Anyway, the reason why I wanted you here with Mark is because I would like to propose something to you.
Okay. I'm my ears are open and my mouth is shut. Go for it.
Good. The Anarchs are incredibly nervous about this convention. Justifiably
Understandable.
so, because with some of the attendees that you're having, it's not just going to be them here. There's going to be Archons and Justicars around the city surveilling.
Yeah.
To prevent potential disruption, I have a proposal. Mark here can be an ambassador of sorts, a consul. You may not be familiar with that title. It's a bit of an old one.
Sora. Just taunt me so much.
Okay.
No. I appreciate you bringing that old. I appreciate you bringing the unused title up.
Because
Okay.
he has the trust of the Anarchs. He has assisted you personally.
That he has.
So it would be my hope that he has also earned your regard.
He has.
He would be perfect for that position in the convention.
I hear this, but there's more to this.
He would also have 3 representatives from the local baronies as his entourage to ensure that those local baronies' interests are presented by him. He would be the one in meetings to discuss the Anarch situation and answer questions that others have about Anarchs.
Oof. He kind of looks over to Mark going, I got some real hard headliners. I have some really hard headliners coming in that are hardliners for the cam. What do you think of that? Mark kind of throws back his whiskey for a moment, sits up and goes, if you don't ask me questions, I can't tell you any truths now, can I? I can't explain how we feel, and I can't explain if they don't ask questions. And sure, you might have some hard asses coming in, knowing your clan. I can take a punch. I can take a couple of punches. And you see Jackson just laugh for a moment. And Jackson kind of settles back for a moment and goes, yeah, but can you take a punch from Hardestat? And Mark just goes, ooh, yeah. I think I can take a punch from Hardestat. I can throw him too. Verbally, of course.
Verbally.
Because I would never wish to hurt such a, and he's trying to find the right words, such a, I can't call him a delicate flower because I'm sure he's up the wazoo for fortitude. So,
A ticking time bomb?
I would say dumbass too, but I can't say that. Such a notable representative of your clan. And Kevin's like, ooh, okay. This is Kevin just looks over at Taylor for a moment. He's smirking because he knows exactly what's going to be happening as if it's playing in his mind. He's like, okay, I get it.
I know for a fact that at this convention, you all will be discussing matters of importance to how the Camarilla faces these modern knights and the modern threats.
Yep.
There will be discussion on the La Sombra defection from the Sabbat and how to handle that. There will be discussion on the Anarch situation, especially from European princes that are concerned about what happened in Berlin.
What's going on in LA?
And look, no offense, the CAM is never going to hold LA.
I know that, but it's still something they're going to point out.
It will. It will.
Yeah.
But literally, it shows forward thinking on your part to utilize a very old school title to have a representative of the Anarchs to answer questions that none of you can answer about them.
You're not wrong. Okay. So who's going to be with you? And he's looking to Mark. He's like, actually, it looks to Taylor and Mark because it looks like they've talked about this and they've set
we
this up.
absolutely have.
Yeah. You guys have both talked about this and you've set this up so that you're presenting. And he's just like, okay, let me get more detail. Okay, who are the people that are going to be coming with you, Mark? And he looks to Taylor and Mark. Either one can answer.
She'll put a hand on Mark's and just say, we have spoken to the various barons and told them that there was a limit to 3 in an entourage. From Baron Sorsha's barony, we have a Malkavian named Paul.
Ooh, okay.
From the Joliet barony, raspberries, turf.
Yeah.
A Toreador named Catherine.
That sounds familiar. Okay, go on.
And we also have Cindy Whitty.
Cindy's coming? Hot damn. Sure, bring some honey. Sorry, I know, not princely. My bad.
It's okay. You're in a very secure and private home, so it's fine.
Yeah. Still, I apologize for my outburst. However, okay. All right. So Paul, Catherine, and Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine sounds familiar. Toreador, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's not one of H's.
No.
Good. trying to, shall we say, move certain people within that clan away from her
Mm-hmm.
influence.
Mm-hmm. And of course, Mark comes from Anita's. So,
Right.
right.
When you were saying, yeah, that those are my three main. All right. Okay.
I will also give their names to Zora if you agree to give him the title. I will not send him in to that viper's nest without the protection of that title.
No, I understand. Actually, Zora and I were talking about this about a couple nights ago. Making sure that at least Mr. Mark and others were being represented because we're having a whole lot of other people come in.
Right.
It would be fair to not express an invitation to them to bring somebody in.
And I will tell you that it not coming to blows with him will be beneficial for keeping the anarchs calm.
Again, are you in here too? Seriously. Again, we had this discussion, and I'm glad that you're bringing it up. I'm glad that you have a candidate in mind and that you have other people coming in with him.
Mm-hmm.
I
It gives
can't
those
say-
baronies someone that can express their issues that need to be raised if they have the availability to be raised by Mark. It also gives them someone that can immediately report back to each barony after Mark is done.
Yeah. Okay. No, you make a great point. Thank you for thinking of this. I appreciate this. This is exactly what I need for help. Do I have to knight him or something?
No, you
Okay.
just tell him he is
Your counsel.
Yeah, your counsel. That's it.
And Mark's just like, he's just very quiet about it. He's just like, all right, cool. Thank you. And kind of like, no. Thank you guys for bringing this up and thinking about
Keeping the
others.
peace.
Trying to keep Hardestead to not yell is keeping the peace.
Trust me, that's just going to happen, okay? The best thing both of y'all can do is not let him get under your skin.
Yeah, that's going to be...
Let it slide off of you like water on a duck, okay? For real. Because whatever he says, whatever he yells and bangs about and all that shit, let him throw his toddler temper tantrum.
I know.
He'll blow himself out.
He will.
And make himself look like an ass, but nobody will say anything because he's Hardestead.
I mean, valid. We'll just smile and say, we'll keep it underneath consideration.
Mm-hmm.
I have been practicing that for 2 weeks now.
And as a counsel, you don't have to respond to provocation. You're just there to answer questions.
I mean, that's the whole thing of it.
Yeah.
All right. I will actually, he'll just pull out his phone, he'll text something, and he'll go, Zora and I have been working on code words, so we can't say things out.
You
And
have an ambassador now.
And he just shows up the text going, new ambassador, Mark. He'll be showing up soon. She'll know. I'll tell Cordelia. I really don't care about Kitty. She can go to hell. She's only the pet of Helena right now, and that's the only reason why she's got the title of Harpy. I'm looking to switch that up before our guests come.
Yeah.
I'm not sad.
Yeah. And I've already discussed with Zora all the arrangements for the entertainment of the evening, of the meet and greet. Everything's all handled.
She has my checkbook.
Oh, I know. I know she does.
So
I know she does. It's already paid for. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pay my debts. I want to make sure we're square.
We are square. We are square.
Okay.
And we appreciate your contributions to the community because that's where that money's going.
That's where the money should go, and I appreciate that because that's where we need it. We need more people out there for the community. Well, and he'll reach over to Mark and say congratulations, and Mark will be humbly like, "Thank you." Wow, this is actually a nice meeting. I don't get them very often. Damn.
You don't get too many bad ones with me.
No. I appreciate it because it helps.
And with
All
that,
right.
she'll pick up her whiskey glass and say, cheers.
And he'll cheers with it, and Mark will be like, I get to pour a second gas.
And with that, she will escort Kevin back to the door and wish him a good evening.
And he'll say, thank you so much, and enjoy the flowers because they normally bloom, and if I remember the lady correctly, on full moons and new moons.
Yes, they do. I'm familiar with them.
I'm just passing along. I'm not a gardener. See you, Dr. Hammond.
See you.
And as he leaves, Mark will just kind of go, well, that went very well.
I knew it would.
Well, I guess I get to tell Anita the good news.
Yeah.
Good times. Yes. Hey, let's go take a walk.
Okay.
We haven't done anything fun lately.
Okay, let's go.
And he'll just kind of scoop her up and start running out into a park.
You know, it's really not walking if you're carrying me.
I want to get to the park so that you can walk.
Oh, okay.
Your boyfriend is such a smart ass.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. This works. It's fine. And as Taylor and Mark start walking through a park, we're going to actually find ourselves where, Theo?
Well, it seems to be Night of the Haven, so it's at Theo's Haven.
Okay. And who is there?
It is him and all of his revenants. Dear Wanda, the matriarch and codename Crone, is sitting in her chair in the living room. She designated it as soon as they moved in and has not really... Elderly women have very specific spots and they like them a certain way. She has it her certain way. And then probably just off into the more kitchen area, not making dinner. They're human. They had that a long time ago now. They have a decent eating schedule and all that stuff. But probably just fixing some tea for herself or something is Mother, also known as Anna. And then, of course, who the audience and several others have already met is Maggie, who is the youngest daughter. She's in her early 20s about. And Theo promptly enters, coming downstairs from his work study. And no, the doctor's bag is actually still up in his study. He doesn't carry it around inside of his haven. Because for most of his house, if he reaches out, he has some ritual prepared thing there. It's just disguised as more tchotchke and wet and dry specimens and stuff like that. But no, he's a Tremere. Their houses are set up like a fucking trap zone. And he just indicates both to Maggie and Anna to come into the living room with him and Grandma.
And they do. They all shuffle in there.
And he'll take a seat in one of the chairs in the living room as well, so they're all sort of at eye level. I have had something of a personal realization, along with the fact that I was embraced by a teenager. But
They all kind of give you this look, but Maggie goes,
not
you just
not
figured
your.
this one out now?
I think he laid it on a bit thick with me, I will admit, because I haven't seen him in some time. It was good to catch up.
Oh, is he here?
He's in the city, yes.
Oh, can we meet him?
He'll be coming over for dinner tomorrow night.
And I kind of just gently calms Maggie down for a moment, like, let's see how this plays out, you know? And he's just happy and excited.
So, good news aside, for better news. It took me some time to realize this, but you three have been helping me for, what has it been? Feels like 15 years now, at least.
Wanda then turns around and says 20 years, 7 months, 23 days, and goes down from hours, minutes to seconds.
Mm-hmm. Thank you as always.
Mm-hmm.
And frankly,
Mm-hmm.
we've hit a plateau.
They all look at each other like not gathering. They don't understand.
Mm-hmm. And Theo, for once, smirks like he's for once happy with his miscommunication.
Wanda kind of slowly stops rocking in her chair and just looks at Theodore and goes, I'm getting older. Spit it out.
I do not think the three of you can be my revenants any longer. I think that path has served its purpose. And so I feel it's time for things to change.
It's deathly quiet in that room.
And he lets it sit for a second, knowing that from his wording, it was a bit harsh sounding. And then he holds up his hands. Sorry, that was a bit cruel, but I have to indulge in little jokes here and there.
What's
I am not saying leave, not by a long shot. If you wish to leave, that is your choice. But I think I'm just simply done with you as my revenants. You will, I think, would be far better served as my childer.
Again, that room is so fucking quiet. Pins dropping would be sounding like gunshots.
Mm.
And they all kind of look at each other and they look back at you. And Anna kind of pauses in sipping her tea and puts the teacup down and looks and she goes, I thought I trained you better at your wording.
I did all that intentionally. I had to mess with you at least once. And I got you twice. How about that?
Remind me to change your socks.
You'll never know where I've hidden them.
You'll never know where I can hide them.
But I'm not kidding. I think you all have been fantastic revenants. And I think reward is frankly overdue.
So Wanda kind of stops rocking in her chair for a moment and looks Theo dead in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that you're done with us being your ghouls and you want us to be now Tremere.
Yes. It was something I know that we had discussed when we all first met. But I will admit, thinking back on it, the three of you discussed the possibility in a sort of pie in the sky way where you didn't actually think it would happen.
Because it never does. I'll be honest. I'm what? Late 60s, almost 70s. And most people my age are either choking on their last breath, though I still look fabulous, but that's not here nor there. The thing is that most of us get that little thing dangled right in front of us and then it's snatched away and we die. It's eventually.
The three of you have a wealth of thaumaturgical knowledge that is wasted on revenants.
Yes, we're walking libraries. Thank you for remembering that.
And even though the actual practice sometimes eludes you, you all have assisted me with rituals in capacities that most ghouls and revenants probably wouldn't. And I've had you doing even more of that work when I've been here performing. That was all in preparation for Embrace.
So you've been preparing us this entire time
For the past couple of months or so, yes.
and didn't want to talk to us about that until now?
I wanted to make sure that my offer was genuine. I do not expect an acceptance. I don't expect a rejection. I have worked to expect nothing from this conversation. If you decide that you do not wish for Embrace, then you will not have it. I think that is a foolish choice, but yours to make regardless. But there is too much dangerous things walking into this city, and I'll be damned if I'm losing valuable minds like yours. In the event of your deaths, and you all are aware of this, but in the event of your deaths, you would have been embraced anyways.
So
If I turn you willingly before you are slaughtered or shot or whatever have you would have killed you, then the ritual will simply fade.
okay, so what I'm looking at is, well, here's a thought for you. One is taking this kind of like as a matriarch.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm embraced, say my daughter and my granddaughter don't want to be, would I still be able to be with them?
They would be your revenants, but yes.
So you're passing the revenancy on to whoever does not get embraced, and they will be held by the ones that are embraced.
It's not as if you will be bound.
Would we be able? Would you actually let us be our own line of Tremere?
I would hope so. I'm not going to have other Tremere living with me. That would be annoyingly cramped. Tremere needs space.
Wanda just gives you this. You just told me what I already know for the past, 6 years?
As his eyes just very casually glance around the living space that is mainly his stuff coming it up.
Mm-hmm. She'll go, I'm aware of this, but I guess I want to make sure that your notion is true. And if we were to either accept or move on, would we be able to be our own little coven per se?
Oh, it would be encouraged, yes.
So we would move out.
I could even front the money for a home if you wish. There's several places in Chicago that are quite nice.
And how long do we have until this offer is off the table? We'd like to think about it.
Think about it as much as you like. I would say try not to take more than a year, as things seem to be moving rather rapidly.
I think we can have an answer for you well before a year.
Fantastic. Then please discuss amongst yourselves, with yourselves, in your dreams, whatever way you feel you have the need to process. Just know that I decided not too long ago, but still sometime before now, that I am not going to be a Tremere that constantly dangles the carrot just out of reach. I'll never meet other revenants that way either.
All three of them nod and agree with you on that. The door rings, and Maggie goes up to answer it. So it doesn't take her long, about a minute or two. She comes down. She goes, hey, your friend is upstairs. We're gonna go make some tea and talk. We'll leave you two alone. Is that okay?
Sure. Friend, quick description, Maggie, and he'll
Oh
ask
yeah,
that as he's like walking towards the door.
It's Emma, your friend. The other.
The similar but different. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your tea and your discussion. And Theo
Thanks.
will go and let Emma in. Please come inside.
And Emma will walk in, and she's kind of looking a little bit timid. And she'll go, "Can I hate to come to your home and ask you. I just had this really, really amazing conversation with Lena, and
As one is wont to do, Lena's rather brilliant.
you're not wrong. We've been talking a lot lately.
Part of why I asked that you work with her is that I would hope you would have talked with her.
Yeah. Can we go to your study? I want to. I mean, I know your lady friends, whatever. They're all around and they hear like everything in this room. But
They're dealing with their own thing at the moment. But yes, we can go to the study.
great, because I want to know if you'd be upset or would you encourage me? I'd like to become Bahari. Do you think that'd be okay?
We are definitely going to my study. And Theo's going to walk ahead of her, and he's mainly doing this.
As you are walking to your study, you do have a conversation with Emma about wanting to turn to Bahari. Spotter, where are you?
Spotter is on a building not too dissimilar from a few months ago outside the art museum. It's just sitting on the edge, watching the front. He doesn't give people jobs that he won't do himself. So he's taking his turn watching the front, seeing who's coming in. Yeah, he's just sitting there dangling his legs. He's having a little conversation with the city as he's kind of trying to keep half an eye on it and half an eye on the conversation. So
Quietly. Not too quietly. Silence of Death is not active, but quietly.
Mhm.
Thimble does kind of make her way over. And she'll kind of just gently nudge his shoulder for a moment.
he'll shake his head. Yep. What do you got? It's bad, so just say it.
I hate bringing bad news to people. I really, really do.
Hey, it's like it's a muscle. You just gotta exercise it.
Is this what you feel like when you're talking to your sire?
Holy shit!
Sorry, is it?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
I mean,
it helps to bring treats. That's how I start things off.
She'll go from her pocket and pull it out. Do you know what a Tamagotchi is? And she'll offer here.
What is it?
So you got to take it first before I can teach you.
I take it.
And she will teach you how to work a Tamagotchi. Now you have a cute little digital pet that you have to feed and love and take care of, or it will die.
Who told you to give this to me?
It's what I've got in my pocket. So, I mean, I'm telling you bad news, and you said to bring a treat. Well, it's the only thing I've got in my pocket right now. Sorry. Next time, what do you like?
Baseball, dancing.
Uh-huh.
That's really it.
Baseball and dancing.
I'm simple Nosferatu.
That's not simple. That's just you threw out two ideas and you really don't have an idea.
No, those are two things I like.
Just baseball and dancing.
Well, hanging out with my friends, but if they're there, they're probably not going to show up.
When you're hanging out with your friends, we all know not to show up.
Exactly.
Well, right. Well, it got to the Tamagotchi, so enjoy.
Mhm.
Sorry, not sorry. But we've been checking on different cells,
Mhm.
as you told us to.
Yeah, of course. Just stay in touch with each other.
Right. 2 have gone missing.
2 nearby, near to each other, different
No.
parts of the city. Okay.
No, same part of the city, different sides of the city. Both in the north.
Mhm.
One was kind of like close to Evanston, and then the other one was more off to the side, still north, but it's kind of like the zigzag line that goes down a little bit. It's kind of like we had things moving back and forth, kind of like a zigzag, and it
Mhm.
looks like one got hit up here and then right down there.
Okay.
We
go ahead.
actually went to their place just to make sure. Like you told us to verify.
Mhm.
Make sure we report and verify. I don't understand why we leave so much ash.
Did you touch the ash?
No.
Good.
No, we opened up we walked in, and once we saw this, it looked like Mount St. Helens blew up in one of the houses. I mean, the ash was real. We backed out.
Okay. And as he's speaking, he's getting up from the
The other place was just slaughtered. I'm sorry. We did not touch the bodies. We didn't clean up. I mean, we wanted to, but we didn't because I thought you'd want to see it.
that was
You
more
okay?
recent.
Yeah. The first one we saw was on Tuesday. We were hoping it was something else, and then we went to the other one on Friday. I'm sorry.
No. You try to get in touch with me too sooner. Not your fault, but try to.
Oh, we were trying to. We couldn't find you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I do not have a
Nope.
LoJack system on you.
I will be more available.
I will actually put a LoJack system on you.
Okay. It's not in the Tamagotchi, is it?
She smiles. He's
Girl, I
keeping
got 5
alive.
wits. I ain't stupid.
Hey, you took it.
Sure. Okay, so if Spotter's getting up, he's texting.
Some girl. Well, I mean, she's really kind of cool. She's a DJ.
Misty.
Yeah, you know her?
Of course. She's my niece.
Oh, awesome. Well, then that's why she gave me the time I got it. Okay.
Yes. All the women I know understand that I need constant supervision.
I mean, sure. I don't know. Okay.
Yes.
So you need constant supervision.
100% all the time. If I'm left to my own devices, it's just
Does that mean we got to walk with you?
not all the time, but now you can keep an eye on it. Anywho, so as
Okay.
they're talking, he's texting. He texts the other elders first.
Mm-hmm.
Possible sighting, address, going to look. He texts Mr. Big to meet him outside nearby that address.
Mhm.
And then he texts the coterie saying, possible, blah, blah, blah. I'm heading out to look. So I'm just being communicative so that if they need to come looking for me, there's other locations.
Do you want us to go? I mean, we are following your 4 rule.
I mean, it sounds like shit. It sounds like it's already done. So I can't imagine they're just going to stick around. Because if they had been sticking around for others to show up, you would have been attacked.
I mean, what we've been noticing is there's a zigzag. I mean, kind of like they're going through the old parts of Chicago first?
That tracks. The reason I asked you about, I told you about listening for if anybody new shows up in their archaic, like they have an old timey. They were around before Chicago looked like this. So they're probably using the paths they know. That's my guess.
Oh.
What do you got?
I was researching
Mhm.
old maps.
Mhm.
Got it. Dig deeper then.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that.
Good.
All right.
Good. Yeah, tag along. I got another one. Mr. Big's meeting us.
The
big one.
three. Oh, ooh.
Just-
Got it.
You guys are capable, but if something bad shows up, you guys need to get out and get help.
No. I'm not arguing this.
Mhm.
I'm just remembering who he is.
Yeah.
And pointing out that the three of the three that were walking with me are gently in back, being polite and respectful.
Mhm.
That's why you can only see me. But we're trying to make sure.
See them too. I'm being polite.
I know. I'm just saying that you and I can see them. Not everyone else can see them. And we're trying to make sure that we're following your rule.
Good.
Because you've been training us and we're trying to show you the respect that you've been giving us. And we're not trying to go half-cocked.
Right. That gets you
Dead?
her.
Yeah. So we're
Everything
trying
I
not.
teach. Yeah, everything I show you is to get you to tomorrow night.
No,
every
and I appreciate it. I just wanting to make sure that you realize that I'm not just coming in here and kind of blowing smoke up your ass.
No, look. Most of the stuff that comes out of my mouth is bullshit.
Oh,
And he laughs as he says this.
okay.
But there's always one thing. My fellow clan, you guys, everyone else is my family. That's it. I protect you guys, and that is the only focus I have.
We're family now.
We always are. We're not
Okay, okay. So do we have to give you an honorific, like an uncle or something?
No.
Okay, good.
And if anybody calls me king, you shut them up.
You know, I did hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
No.
You never know.
Let's go.
I mean, you are dating the primogen of the Ventru. That makes her kind of like queenish, right? So you're like king consort. Isn't that how that works?
I'll have to ask Taylor.
Ooh, can Dr. Taylor come and teach us at one time with you?
Sure.
Some history?
I'll ask her.
Will you?
She'll love it. Hell, you can probably go to one of her classes.
I was never that good at class.
Yes.
I mean, I wasn't good with books.
You don't need a book. You're not enrolling. You're just going to show up and listen.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to show up, go, hey, I'm just here to listen. Do you know how silly that sounds?
You won't have to talk. You'll be invisible, for fuck's sake.
Oh, I can use powers in her classroom?
It's not Elysium, yes.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if we can do domains. I don't know if classrooms. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to be nice and she just, I hope your Tamagotchi bites you in the ass.
Oh, me too. I think there's a few spots left.
Fine. Well, we all kind of got into a car. We brought a car here. Can you drive or no?
No.
Wait, you weren't taught how to drive?
No. Well, I just use the rooftops. I just use the rooftops. I can get anywhere I want. Hell, I can go into the sewers and get there much quicker. And driving's for schlubs.
You say that now, but you know for a fact going from the south side to the north side will take you much more longer if you don't have a car. Guess what? This week, bitch, you're ours. We're going to teach you how to fucking drive.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Come on, let's go.
Okay. Fine.
And as you pile up into a car with 4 young Nosferatus that just learned that you don't know how to drive.
They are not spending my XP.
I think we're going to call it here.
Yeah,
Well
we
done.
are. Yep. So thank you everyone for joining us, and do join us on the Discord. That is where we hang out when we are not streaming. It is also where we cast our games. We currently have 2 open casting calls in the casting couch on our Discord server. One of which is for Call of Cthulhu, London Esoteric Society, which is returning next week, y'all. And I'll discuss that in the schedule, but they are looking for guest players for that game to help shake things up like the guest player did tonight. Yeah, here. Yeah, so if you want to play Call of Cthulhu 7E set around 1907 London and surrounding environs, you want to sign up to be a guest character in Tissa's game. Also, there's an open casting call for a Chicago game, V20, run by Shanky. That'll be starting up sometime in August. Yeah. So if you would like to play that, it's actually set in 1993. So it's before Junie's game here. It's in the peak of Loden's princedom. Yeah. So if you want to play in a V20 game, you need to apply for that game in the casting couch on our Discord server. Yeah. And if you would like to catch back episodes of this series, you can go to our YouTube channel. That link is in chat now. And we have all of season 1, which was 30 sessions long, and this season will be 10 sessions, but you can catch the back content there on YouTube. We also have over 5 years of World of Darkness and other TTRPG content available on our YouTube channel, McStabber Studios. And please also go give a subscribe for free on YouTube to London Esoteric Society as well. That is where Tiss stores her content, her London Esoteric Society game, the Call of Cthulhu 7E, also a D&D campaign that she ran with us called Ishvel, and a mini series that she ran in January of 7th Sea is on there. So do give her some love on her YouTube channel too. And of course, we have amazing friends that stream with us. Junie Vanesh, what you got going on?
Well, I was doing Legos today, but however, I like to turn around and strangle yarn. Why? Because it keeps me safe. Safe as in I don't do anything to anyone else. So even though I make trash fires and dumpster fires, I do a lot of stuff on my channel. If you don't find me on my channel, you will find me on Ravenous Archon's channel, or you're going to find me here.
And Ravdos Archon runs TTRPGs that aren't D&D on his channel multiple nights a week. Do check him out. You'll see some familiar faces over there like Junie and Antera. Yeah. And Rev Ben Powers, who's been in a number of games with us here, is also over there from time to time. So you'll want to give some love to Ravnos Archon. And then we have Mischievous Red. She does stream on her channel, usually on Sundays. It is when she has the spoons or energy to do so and the time to do so. But as she says, join our Discord, because all those friends that are linked in chat right now on Twitch, they also have alerts that go out on our Discord server when they go live, because we support the community that supports us. Yeah. And then Rerolls, he has been in multiple games in our channel, and he does run TTRPGs on his channel. Right now he is on hiatus, but I know his crew are planning to run something soon, so give him a follow there too. And then DM Daddy RPG is where Jen of Thieves and her husband run and play games on their own channel. So give them some love from the McStabbers too. And if you would like to support this amazing crew of players, you can do so by showing us your biddies, y'all. Bits and donations are given to our cast here at McStabber Studios. And if you would like to support the channel itself, you can do so by subscribing or going to our KoFi page. So if you subscribe here on Twitch, you get no ads. And if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free subscription a month. You might consider giving that to us. But of course, Twitch likes to take nearly half. of those subscriptions and pocket it for themselves. So if you would like to give us a donation without that, you can go to our KoFi page and give us a donation there. However, if you are unable or otherwise not inclined to give monetary donations towards our streams, you can support us for free by going to YouTube, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and when you watch content there, make sure you hit that thumbs up like button and comment on the video that you're watching. Because doing both the like and comment tells the YouTube algorithm that that content is engaging, will rank it higher in search rating and rankings when people are looking for TTRPG content like ours, and will also push us out to people that are watching TTRPG content like ours on their front page on YouTube. They will see our stuff there as recommended. If you do that. So it's a free way to support us. It only takes a few moments of your time, and we appreciate you if you do that. And we do engage with comments there on YouTube. So please. And of course, coming up over the next week, we have Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Vampire the Masquerade Dark Ages. Yep, 3 of us at this table are in that game. Yeah, Shanky runs that. We are doing the Transylvania Chronicles, and we just dealt with the Cathedral of Flesh and earned 3 motherfucking boons from Dracula before he even got embraced.
I will admit, though, Transylvania is starting to feel like a pressure cooker. Just a bit.
Just a bit. Yeah, because the Anarch Revolt is in full fucking swing.
And then on the other side, you have the
cities are
Ottomans.
dropping like flies, and then you have the Ottomans chipping away at Transylvania.
This means you're sweating bullets.
Yeah, they are.
Because they're all under threat.
Yep. On multiple fronts. So we are going now to go to near Seoris, where the Tremere hang out in the Carpathians, to deal with Nova Arpad.
Could have happened to a nicer Ventrue.
I know. Fucking Arpad Ventrue, man. What piece of shit.
Maybe she shouldn't have held herself over us when we first met up with her, and you were a part of the Council of Ashes and all that stuff. Maybe she
liked
to
been think she ran that shit, but she really didn't.
No, she absolutely didn't.
So yeah, anyway, that's 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. And then on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Shanky is back. That's right, he's running games 2 nights in a row right now. And they are going to do their finale of Eclipse Phase. Yes. Yeah. It's been crazy, y'all. Crazy. And they're going to wrap it up on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then on Saturday, as I mentioned earlier, Tiss is back at 3 p.m. Eastern with Call of Cthulhu, London Esoteric Society. Her group of investigators are going to get into all the sus-ass shit. Yeah, because, it's Call of Cthulhu. That's what happens. Join them as they return. And then, of course, we'll be back here at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we will be playing different characters for at least part of the session. Each of us is going to play a attendee of the convention of Chicago. You don't want to miss it. There will be some well-known faces and some lesser-known faces, and we will have a guest. Ebonblade will be playing Karlak, the Bruja Prince of Prague. Yeah. It's going to be intense, y'all. So that's what's going to happen next week. And really, lastly, y'all, I want you all to take care of yourselves. For real. For real. Please take care of yourselves. If you are struggling with your mental well-being, I want you to reach out to your support network if you can. If you don't have that available to you, please reach out to a professional if you can. And if that isn't available to you, please contact a crisis support line. Right now in chat, there is a list of organizations that offer crisis support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week that you can call or text. If those organizations do not suit your needs, you are watching on YouTube and you cannot see our Twitch chat that has the information there, or you are otherwise engaged at a moment that you feel like you need some help, go to findahelpline.com. It even works if you're outside of the US. You can go to findahelpline.com and look up by your location the crisis support resources available to you so that you can get the help you need. They cover over 140 countries. Please utilize that if you need it. We want you around a long time, okay? And those organizations are staffed by people that oftentimes have experienced that crisis and want to give back to others to help them through it. They really do want to help you, okay? And also, I'm on McStabber, I'm a registered nurse. Take care of your mind, but also take care of your body as well, because the two work together. Take your meds, drink your water, get some sunshine when you can, but wear that SPF. Mama went out in the pool today, but I wore my SPF 70, y'all, because I am paper white and I will burn. I don't want no fucking skin cancer. Yeah, but also get your fucking vaccines, y'all. Get your fucking vaccines. Our administration is trying to fuck with vaccine schedules, recommendations, things like that. It's fucking eugenics. And they are trying to kill people. Flat out, trying to murder people. Please get your vaccines. It's going to be real fucking important that our population is vaccinated very fucking soon. Okay? Please. And there's absolutely no reason why we should be having people, and children especially, dying from vaccine-preventable illnesses. If you are responsible for a minor child and have not gotten them vaccinated, you are being maliciously neglectful to that child. Please get your children vaccinated, okay? And lastly, I'm going to say, Supreme Court's done some real spectacular rulings lately. You know, they finished up their term before the summer, and on that last day, they really drove it home what their agenda really is. And if you supported Republicans, Christo-fascist fucking monsters, by voting for them, by voting third party in a self-perpetuating bipartisan system, or by abstaining, because more people abstained in the presidential election than actually voted. More people abstained. They were registered to vote. They could have voted. They didn't. You couldn't even be bothered to give a fuck. You get no empathy here. You get no sympathy here. You get no respect and no compassion here. You can fuck off, die in a fire, and burn in hell. Okay? Because blood's on your hands. Blood is on your hands. So many people have already died. Already. And we're not even a year in. For the rest of us, please fight the good fight. Cause good trouble where you can. But please be safe about it, at least as safe as you can be. Understand if you protest, you do run the risk of being arrested. I mean, they literally arrested disabled and elderly people for protesting peacefully. Understand if you protest, you might get arrested. And that's the least that might happen to you. But it's still worth it to try. And please look out for what's going on in your community. If ICE is raiding your fucking community, try to protect yourselves and protect those around you, please. Fuck the police. Fuck ICE. All of them are bastards because even the ones that aren't are complicit. Every day is Shut the Fuck Up Friday. Don't give them anything. And just try to stay safe, y'all. We have to support each other. We will get through this. Fascism does always fail. But it's a hard road to get to the other side of it. Said with love and compassion for those of us that really tried and are still trying. Y'all have a good night.